He has to get it off his chest. He's been honest with you before, but he hopes you can understand this time. We all have stories. Some are embarrassing, and some are epic. And sometimes it's a mixture of the two. This is Pete Evenson's speech for Entertaining Speaker Manual. His speech title is My Epic Ass Confession. Pete Evenson.
You're probably wondering why I gathered you all here today. Why is this so important, you might ask? Why today? Well, I have a confession to make. And I'm dying to get it off my chest. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. See, I've been honest with you all since I joined Toastmasters a year and a half ago. I told you about my missing two story, where 25 of my friends all showed up to a restaurant and surprised me wearing this shirt with Epic down the side. Yeah, that's me at the dentist's office. And when the server came up to our table, she said, "Aw, who's your special friend?" And everybody pointed at me. When I was in middle school, I told you guys about my middle school story when I bleached the tips of my hair neon blonde, only to realize that it was against school policy, so I had to get rid of it. And I went to Fantastic Sam's and tried to dye it back to its normal color. And they accidentally dyed it fiery red. And my dad tells me, just shave it. Just, shave it, buzz it, it'll look a lot better. So I went back to school the next day as a 7th grader, buzzed head that was fiery red. And then I told you guys about my basketball story. In 5th grade, I was playing in my championship game. My dad said, "You gotta look sharp. You gotta look sharp out there. I'm gonna give you a haircut. I'm going to give you a haircut. I'm going to use my razor and give you a haircut." And as he was buzzing away, he literally was buzzing away. A huge portion of my head was completely bald. And of course we had to shave it off at this point, so I played that championship game as a bald-headed 5th grader. See, these stories, it was somewhat out of my control. But on my 21st birthday, I made a decision that was a little more embarrassing and a little more epic. It all started on May 8th, 2009, the night of my birthday. 25 of my friends all showed up at my house, and we started drinking, taking shots. And the worst thing about your 21st birthday is that people all want to take shots with you, so it's dreadful. But then you start to realize that people actually start thinking it's their birthday too, so they get even more intoxicated, or just the same, so it works out perfectly. And around 9:30, it was on to the next big adventure. And we go to the Key Club in a party bus limo to see the world famous Steel Panther 80s cover band. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Steel Panther before, but they are the best 80s cover band. And as we go, and we're going, and we're drinking more, a little more debauchery, we show up, and there's technical difficulties with the limo. Then the limo's there, and we show up, and the front door won't work. So we all, 25 of us, are stuck on Sunset Boulevard in a limo, and we're drunk, and we're hot, and we're complaining, and the only way out is the emergency exit. And there is a line of people outside, and we are squeezing through the emergency exit, trying to boost these girls up who are wearing these tiny skirts and these 5-inch heels, and we're falling out of the limo, but we all make it in. And we're stoked. I mean, whatever happened is in the past. We're ready. Let's do this. And as we walk in, Steel Panther is already rocking. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. I wanna rock. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds a lot better when you're singing with the band, I swear. But we were having a good time. But at this time, at this moment, I'm too intoxicated. And I tell my high school buddies who made it out that night, I said, hey, come outside with me, let's just relax. So we go outside and we're all hanging out. And, you know, we're singing some songs. And the great thing about these high school buddies of mine is that we've been friends for so long. We've had this amazing relationship. If one of us leaves for a little while and then they come back, it's like we haven't missed a beat. No one's left. In high school, we called ourselves the Epic Group. It was our little name because we always wanted to have a good time. Work hard and play hard. So, oh, and my yearbook. It was the motto of all of us. You only live once. Enjoy it. Enjoy where you're at. You only live once. So outside of the Key Club, we're all hanging out, and I had a bright idea. You know that bright idea that you get when you're really drunk? But if you said it to somebody when you were sober, that person would reconsider being your friend. Honestly, they would reconsider it. But the best thing about these drunken ideas is that when you say it to a drunken friend, they think it's the greatest idea since sliced bread. They think it's amazing. So I'm thinking there, tattoos. 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 We should all get tattoos that symbolize our friendship. Our epic friendship. So we walk across the street to Sunset Tattoo Parlor and we tell them what we want. And as I wake up that next morning, I'm getting out of bed and I'm barely waking up, and I start taking off my clothes, I feel this weird tingly feeling, and I look in the mirror and there it is. No, it wasn't on my chest, my arms, my back, my phalanges. This tattoo was somewhere else. And we had the bright idea to get our tattoos on our butt, and it says Epic. Now I'm hoping I don't get impeached or get kicked out of the spot. I love you guys. But we did it. And it's those decisions that you make when you're 21 and you cherish them when you're older and you laugh at it. And sometimes you just gotta realize, in a world full of pressure and making the right decision, sometimes you gotta act a little epic and realize you only live once. Enjoy it. Mr. Toastmaster.
Show yourself. It's hard to follow that one, but I will. Okay, let's talk about logos because that's what I do for a living.